Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. I'm gonna make this really quick, and I really do mean quick. th- Everybody's asking this question like, oh, or it's coming out, should I say? Let's start there. It's coming out that basically the sniper that's he saw the guy that was planning on firing some shots, right? He saw the guy that was planning on firing some shots, and everybody's asking the question of why did this man just sit there and watch him? Why did he not take him out? Why did Secret Service not give him the go on being able to basically shoot this man, pop out this man, however you want to put it? This is the thing. It's called rules of engagement. And anybody who's been in the military knows that there are rules of engagement. What that means is there are certain rules and protocol that you have to abide by when dealing with people. I know it could be I know there's just a lot of people out here. They're saying all this and all that about, you know, he should have gone ahead and they should have gone ahead and taken him out and all this and that. But this is the thing, guys. You cannot do that. You cannot do that. You have to follow protocol. For instance, even when we went over to Iraq, right? There were still rules of engagement. You couldn't just walk around shooting people. That's just not how it works. Okay. The same thing applies to this situation. You can't just shoot people because you feel like, oh, there could possibly be a threat. Because like someone had mentioned in another video, it could have been somebody with a telescope that's just looking down trying to see, you know, down into the crowd or trying to get a closer look because maybe they weren't able to go to the rally or didn't want to go to the rally, or maybe they have some type of anxiety about being around a bunch of people, so they wanted to watch it from a distance. As we noticed, there was a group of people who decided to listen from a distance. So with that being said, the reason that they did not take him out, the reason that he did not get the go on taking this guy out before he was able to actually fire a shot is because there are rules of engagement. You cannot just go around shooting people. That's barbaric. And if people just went around shooting people because they thought that a person was of danger, and they end up not being, that's grounds for suit. That's grounds for just a whole big situation. And nobody wants to do all that paperwork. No one wants to go to jail for nothing. And I understand that it puts people in a predicament. Yes, it does. But just like in Iraq, before they could shoot back at people, if you're in the military, you understand this. Before you could shoot back at an individual, you had to follow the rules of engagement, which was honestly, you had to allow them to shoot at you first, whether it was small arms fire or whether it was a rifle involved. You had to allow them to make the first move first, and then you could return fire. You cannot just walk around doing that. You just can't walk around doing that. I mean, look how many times we've had people, even in this country, who have been doing nothing, minding their own business, but because someone perceived them as a threat, they decided to use their firearm irresponsibly and shoot people, and then come find out they had nothing was going on. They were just jogging through the neighborhood or walking through the neighborhood or going back to their homes or to their families' homes and things of that nature. They were guests. So you cannot just do it. I understand that it sounds really messed up, and I don't necessarily always get it, but then again, I do get it because once again, you can't just walk around shooting people because you perceive them as a threat. You have to make sure that that person is actually a threat. And in order to do that, you have to allow them to make the first move, which in this case would have been he would have had to fire first. And then that's why he was taken down, not only so quickly, but also so swiftly because they already had him in their sights. And so, therefore, once he basically showed them that he really was a threat, and unfortunately, people end up losing their lives over it, and that is definitely very unfortunate that people lost their lives. But they had to. That's just the way it goes. Okay, it may make sense to some of you, it may not make sense to some of you, but that's the way it is. And yeah, that's why they didn't pop out this man, even though they had him in their sights for 3 minutes. He had this guy in his sights for 3 minutes, but he was not a perceived threat because of the simple fact that he hadn't done anything. Now, once he did do anything, he was taken out very swiftly, very quickly, and no more people were ended up as casualties of this man's thing. Now, I would have preferred that they had not shoot to killed at that point, that they less tried to incapacitate the man so that they could have brought him in for questioning, patched him up a little bit, brought him in for questioning, and see who put him up to this, so we would have a little bit more information as to why this particular person decided to do that. But they didn't. They shot to kill, and they did that. So they did do their job, and they did do it a proper way, whether people understand it or not. That's rules of engagement. So anyway, I'll get back to y'all on another update. We're gonna be. I'm gonna try to kick some more of these videos out, guys. It's a lot. It's a lot, and I'm always on the go. You see, I'm in my car right now, so I'm always on the go. But definitely subscribe to the channel, like the video. Please share this video out so that they can get some more people a little bit better understanding as to why it happened the way that it happened.